Hi, it's Matt from Tubby Tarot again. Welcome to another 10 Talk Tuesday. Okay, let me just put this down because it's actually irritating me. I've been fiddling with my beads. Today, I would like to talk about gratitude and being grateful. How grateful are you for the small things in life? Hi, welcome back. There are so many things in our lives that we, as Westerners, as urban dwellers, tend to take absolutely for granted, that we don't think to be grateful for. And I'll tell you where I'm coming from with this. On Sunday nights, as you all know, are horrible nights. Next day's Monday. We all hate Mondays. It's a catastrophe. All we want to do is literally just find something that's going to keep our mind occupied. And most Sunday nights, my fiance and I jump in our car at about 6:30 in the evening, just as it's starting to get dark, and we go out for a little drive. And we'll drive down to the beachfront, or we'll go through the sort of swanky part of town in Chartwell Drive. If you're in Durban and you know Chartwell Drive in Mshlanga, you'll know what I'm talking about. The kind of like zhuzhy upmarket places where the little coffee culture sort of rests and that sort of thing. So we'll go for a little drive or whatever. And then some nights, some Sundays, what we'll do is we'll actually go to McDonald's, which is Talent on the other side, quite a big McD's, and we will treat ourselves to a coffee and a slice of cheesecake or a slice of their carrot cake, which I actually like McDonald's carrot cake, believe it or not. So we'll treat ourselves to that, and it's just such a sweet little outing. It's not like this huge, oh my God, we're going to a restaurant. It's just a cute little outing. We go, we spend our 85 Rand, or it's actually gone up now, it's like 100 Rand, which is very little. Well, it's actually little money, for us to spend. And we have a really good evening, and we sit there for like an hour, and then we get in our car, we come home. But this Sunday, while I was sitting there eating my little bit of carrot cake, and my fiance was having chai lattes and all muffins and things, I looked at the booth behind, like in front of me, behind my fiance, and there was this little family, and it was the mom and the dad and children who ranged from there to there, bum, bum, bum. And I could just see on the kids' faces, this was mind-blowingly fantastic for them. Oh my God, I'm in a McDonald's. This is freaking awesome. And they were so excited. And they had their little McDonald's, I don't know, it was like kiddie burger, I don't know what it is. They had their little kiddie pack, and the mom and dad were eating their sort of Big Mac and chips and that. And the whole family seemed like really like excited. And these kids were just super excited. They were like, wow, this is such a treat. And you could see on their little faces, this was something that did not happen often. This was like a once every 6 months, or even maybe a once a year treat. This was like a Christmas festive season treat for these kids. And I said to my fiance, I said, we take so much for granted. We come here like maybe 3 times a month, and we just gobble our cheesecake and drink our chai latte, and it's nothing for us. It's like $100, and for us it's nothing. And I said, we take that sort of thing for granted. We are out here. We go to dinners. We go to movies. We go to flea markets and spend money on crap, money that these people could use to feed their families. And no, I'm exaggerating a little bit when I say that, like, I'm not talking about the destitute people. I'm talking about people who are who don't have that extra income to treat their families, and they have to save up the whole year to take their family out to treat the kids to really cool Christmas presents. Now, it's leading up to Christmas. Today is like the 8th of December, 2020, if you're watching this in the future or in the past. And we're leading up to Christmas, and there's so many things that I personally have to be grateful for, and there's so many things that I take for granted. And I think we all do. For instance, in South Africa, we have a vast underbelly of destitute people. They have no jobs. They literally live in shanty shacks. If I look out of my window, I can see an informal settlement way down at the bottom of the hill. It's literally unemployed people who live in shacks made from corrugated iron and bits of stuff that they've collected. Now, those people don't do sort of roast gammon and a giant turkey with stuffing and sweet carrots done in a sort of special jus and a glaze and this. They don't know what that is. They're happy if they can get some cheap chicken and do a braai. But you know what? They're fucking grateful for that cheap chicken and that braai. They are super grateful. They probably enjoy that small treat more than what we as Western upmarket kind of like people who can afford it enjoy our Christmas dinner. Yeah, we enjoy the leg of lamb. Yes, we enjoy the mint jelly. But when it's over, it's over. Oh God, tomorrow, I can't face any more leftovers, Christmas leftovers. Be grateful, buddy, because you have got leftover food and it's sitting in your fridge and you can eat it. That's the kind of gratitude I'm thinking about. But even deeper than that, we walk into, well, I know I do. I don't know about you guys watching at home. If you have internet, you're in the same boat as me. I walk into my bathroom and I get into the shower and I switch the water on and there's hot water, running water. I walk into my lounge, my sitting room, and I flick the switch and there's lights, okay? I walk into my garden and I look around and I have got a beautiful tended garden with a rose bush and a lovely seat that I can sit on. These are sometimes things that we don't focus on, where it doesn't really occur to us. You flick a switch, what happens? There's lights. It's not something that you go, oh, I'm so grateful that when I flick that switch, there's lights. It's not a conscious, constant thing. But let there be a power outage, or as in sometimes in my area, let the water be off. That is when you realize just how much you actually miss that convenience, that blessing that you have. And when your power goes out and you have to light candles, and when you can't cook your meal because you don't have anything to cook it on, that's what a lot of people are living with. That's their daily life. And that is why I am so grateful. Not all the time. I don't run around my life going, oh, I'm so grateful for this. Oh, I'm so grateful for that. It's an internal thing. And every now and again, I will stop and say, wow, I am so grateful for the stuff that I have, for the convenience that I have, for the blessings that have been bestowed on me. And yes, I have days where I don't think I'm blessed at all. In fact, I think I'm cursed. Yesterday was a really bad Monday for me. And I grumped and groaned my way through the day, and I was not a nice person to be around, and I was full of shit, and I was just, my fiance was like, okay, you go down to the office downstairs and you just stay there for the day and I'll call you when it's lunchtime. Yeah, we all have that. We're ungrateful. We're not grateful for anything. But in the general scheme of things, I think we need to just stop, slow down, and every now and again, look around us and take in what we have and what we overlook and what we assume to be there and what we take for granted. And stop, think, wow, this is something that I am super grateful for. You might be grateful for it on a subconscious or even an unconscious level. You might not constantly vocalize this and consciously think about how grateful you are. But there are so many things in life that you can be grateful for. Your health, your partner's health, you can be grateful for the amazing children you've got. You can be grateful that you have transport. I know overseas, especially in America, your public transport has been phenomenal. So not many people that live in urban areas have cars and that. But in South Africa, I have a car. I have my own car. I don't pay for petrol because the company does. So these are all things that I can be really, really grateful for, that other people simply don't have, that other people can't even dream of having, that I admit, I take for granted. But then every now and again I stop and I think to myself, wow, I have to show gratitude because I have got so much. I have got more, way more than what I need. And for that, I'm truly, truly grateful. Think about it. Comment below. I'd like to know one thing. Think about this. The one thing in your life that you are super, super grateful for. One thing. Let me know in the comments below. And maybe this is quite a good discussion to have just before Christmas and the festive season. What are you going to be grateful for at the end of this year, looking back? I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. This has been Tent Talk. I'll see you again next week.